Exceptions for the Vikings to stun the Niners just last night. Look away, San Francisco fans. Look away. Cover your eyes. Brock Purdy supporters, pundits, his family. Look away. The man, Cam Bynum, who did the damage, is here on Up and Adams. Daniel Jones is here. Shams is here, which means it must be NBA time, and I'm going to get an education on today's program. We got a big show. We are very excited about everything going on here. We don't have Debo, and everyone wants Debo on a Tuesday with the schedule. We just figured we don't know what's going on with the Niners, his injury, all of that. We're going to reschedule, so stay tuned for that. A programming note, ding, for you. But we've got Cam Bynum on the show, pulling off this win on Monday Night Football, the Bright Lights. He'll be joining us in just a little bit. It was a stunner last night, guys. This Vikings team came out to play. Credit to Brian Flores. Love to see it, 22-17. And I have to give him credit here first and early. After that first interception, Kirk Cousins was as good as we have ever seen him. He threw for 378 yards. Against what is supposed to be just the infinity gauntlet of the Niners defense. You saw Bosa out there like Baywatch running, like Mr. Him with his new Skims deal, standing next to Neymar, saying, like, talking about size, the size matter. What are you doing, Bosa? We'll get to that eventually. But this defense did not have it last night. I mean, Kirk was sharp. This was the guy with the Kirko chains. You know, I came back from Italy this summer, and Kirk Cousins was the coolest quarterback in the National Football League because of that quarterback show that Netflix did such a great job with. And then we kind of went away. And it's, nobody's picking them. Like, their odds aren't great on FanDuel Sports. None of it. The O-line deserves a ton of credit here, too. He had clean pockets all night, and he wasn't sacked at all in 45 dropbacks. So credit to everybody involved. And even with this guy on the other side, just a special performance. This guy running, doing what he does, the whole world's losing their mind. I can't wait to ask Gronk about this tomorrow in our weekly chats with Rob Gronkowski. And we're going to talk about Wemby and that wingspan with Shams here on the show as well. But if you look at this Vikings side, no Justin Jefferson. We see Jordan Addison. Jordan rips and pick away and is like, I'm scoring a touchdown! A breakout. I love this for Jordan Addison because he deserved a breakout game under the bright lights. He's been balling all year long. He goes, this isn't happening to me! This catches the leader in the clubhouse for play of the year already for me. Jordan finished with 7 catches for 123 yards and 2 scores on the day. He also drew a couple of huge penalties, which do not go unnoticed to this team here at Up and Adams. Big stuff, and that's to get Vikings first downs. A star under the bright lights, finally getting his love. Okay, the Vikings, by the way, oh my gosh, they're in such good position. They've won 3 of their 4 games this month. They're turning it on. They embrace Spooktober, like Taylor Lewan would say. They like it. They're a half game back of a playoff spot and 3-4. It didn't help, Eric, that your Packers decided to cough one up to Sean Payton's squad. You're just right there. You're in my line of fire.
Still not the Bears, but it's starting to feel like it, you know?
High draft picks for my Bears. All right. The Bears got to win. And they've got the arm wrestling dad that's going viral for them. So cool. Look, really, NFC North, you couldn't keep the Vikings down. No, you couldn't. The toughest part of the schedule for this Minnesota team's also in their rearview mirror. In fact, the only team they play with a winning record over the next 8 weeks is the Falcons. That's the only squad. Are we kidding? I'm going to call it right now. They're going to claw right back into the playoff picture after what was a bleak and dismal 1-3 start. But can I just say something? Nick Bosa at the podium yesterday said, after the loss, said, we came out hot. I mean, we have Debo on our show every week, and he's feeling, he's confident. We're undefeated, him and Micah, blah, 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 blah. And Nick Bosa, do we have the clip of Bosa? Can we play it, of him at the podium? Okay, let's take a listen to Bosa.
Start. You kind of get that confidence that we are who we need to be, and but NFL does that. It's good players, good schemes, and we're gonna face another good team this week. So we gotta be ready.
Now, as somebody who likes a bit of adversity, somebody who is fueled by a chip on my shoulder, somebody who likes to be put into corners, I would not want to be the hot, sparkly team that's 5-0 to start the season, or 6-0, or like to go on that Purdy streak from last year. I would rather be the team that goes 1-3, nobody's talking about me, the sky is falling, I've got a division championship in my back pocket from last year that nobody's talking about to fuel me, get over and deal with some tough stuff, and then roll the rest of the way. I'd rather be the Vikings this morning, and I'm I'm so excited to be joined now by one of those guys last night. Not just a guy, the star from last night's action. Yeah, Kirko did his thing. We all saw Jordan Addison fine. But Cam, you picked off Brock Purdy not once but twice in the fourth quarter. Cam Bynum, welcome to the show and congratulations.
What's going on? Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Cam, how are you feeling right now?
I'm tired. I slept probably 1 hour last night. I did my best to try to reply to all my childhood friends, everybody I grew up with. I'm still not even halfway through, so I was like, all right, I need to go to bed. But yeah, I'm tired, but I'm still excited. My TV's on right now and the highlights are up, and I'm trying not to peek over there, but it's pretty crazy. It's just a blessing to help my team win and to have a big game on a national stage like that.
Well, no need to peek over there. Let's just peek right here and walk me through. Let's go with the last interception. What'd you see? How'd you come up with this play?
Let's see. It was a play that they ran in practice. We ran in practice this week, and I actually intercepted it. A dig and an in-breaking route. That's a main game plan all week, was they're going to try and attack the middle of the field. So both of my interceptions were both plays on the middle of the field, but that one especially was a high ball. And I remember a few weeks ago, Mahomes threw a high ball, and I jumped a little too early, missed my interception opportunity against them. That could have changed the game. So I was like, this one I cannot drop. And I have my celebrations all planned. I was going to go out there and do the worm and try and just clown as much as possible. So I was excited when I got it because I knew it was going to come.
Well, I'm glad you're bringing up the important stuff. And yes, we'll get to Brock because he's a polarizing figure. But what do I need to know about the worm? Like, the worm is back fully? What is the worm back? What do I need to know?
I'm bringing it back, and I'm trying to get a trolley gummy worm deal out of it or something. But I'm trying to bring all the old school dances, just the goofy clown and dances back, because we gotta step up our celebrations in the NFL. People are starting to repeat some stuff. I'm like, that's something we can repeat and make it come back.
Cam, what's next then? What's the next? What'd you say? Old school celebrate. Which one's next?
I might do the head spin on my head a few times.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
We saw the Dolphins hit the stomp the yard celebration. Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta step it up, start breakdancing.
Did you say you're gonna spin on your helmet? Like, I don't think Brian.
Yeah, when you get on top of your head and you start doing little helicopters and windmills, all that.
I'm try. Brian Flores gonna be like, absolutely not.
You're gonna get injured doing it? No, thank you.
Yeah. Now, what I'm hearing from you, talk me through that interception, both of them really, is that it was more about you being prepared for what was coming and not something about Brock Purdy. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say more preparation than anything, knowing the situation and knowing what they're going to try to attack, especially that last interception. That's a common route concept. We call it a dagger in the 2-minute drill. So knowing that that's what they're going to go to, and Coach Flo put us in the perfect defense for that, and I was able to be right there in that, right on that hash where the ball goes every time. And I was like, oh, he's really about to throw this. No way. And he threw it. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Because a lot of people want to talk about Brock Purdy, and a lot of people want to say he's a top-tier quarterback. And then another half of the world, like literally like the other 50%, are like, he's a product of what's around him. Where do you come out after last night?
I would say he's a really good quarterback for sure. I can't take anything away from him, but that does not deny the fact that he has Pro Bowlers at every single position on the whole field. So that's just a plus for him. I can't say he's not a good quarterback just because he has great players around him. I think it's a full team thing. And it was a tough game. It was super physical. My body's hurting from it. And that was a tough team we played. So yeah, nothing I can take away from Brock Purdy in his game and the players around him. But we just had our A game.
There's something you took away from him. There's two things you took away from him.
I'll take it. I take a ball twice from him, but still doesn't deny everything that he's done. But yeah, I think for sure he's still a really good quarterback, and he gave us a big challenge this game with their rhythm passing game and just how consistent their offense was able to be for most of the game or parts of the game. But the turnovers were big for us, so we were thankful to get those.
Well, the turnover is sort of like a symbol for what's gone on with this team this season, and I like it. And a lot of people, I'm not going to say I just haven't talked about y'all much. There hasn't been much going on. 1-4 start. A lot of expectations going into this season. Of course, Justin Jefferson, he's on an IR, but now it's back-to-back wins. What was the moment, if you were to take a picture for me of the moment that sparked the adjustment, the change, whatever it was that made you guys fuel this run that's going to happen now? What is that?
You might laugh at this, but one of our, Najee Thompson, he became our celebration coordinator. So when I tell you, before the Bears game, we literally cut out part of our meeting to plan celebrations as a team.
I'm a Bears fan. I'm from Chicago, Cam.
And you saw we got the turnovers that week. We got the turnovers this week. And it's really the incentive of us going out there having fun. And so you remember last year, we had all the viral little celebrations with the bowling. When we were planning everything and we were getting all those turnovers, and we weren't really having that much fun the first games when we were losing because we weren't getting any turnovers. So now we made that a thing. If somebody makes a play, if you're not celebrating, you're getting put on the spot and filmed. So a few of us got called out for not being super turned up. The coaches put up a cut up of all the plays where people weren't turned up after a play. So we had to fix that. And as soon as we started planning these celebrations, just the heightened awareness for turnovers is just way through the roof.
It's like manifesting. Are you telling me, because you're saying fun, but when I think of fun, I don't exactly pick Brian Flores to be like the chairman of that.
No, he is. That was his thing. He appointed that specific player. You're the goofy guy on the team. You're the one that's always making people laugh. So you got the celebrations, and he'll cut the defensive meeting, and he'll put the video up. Okay, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. So like the limbo that we did yesterday, Coach Flo put that on the screen during our meeting before the game. And it's just those things that really get you to, I'm like, we got to get a turnovers. I want to do the limbo. That's a movie doing that. So all those little things add up to just us being more excited to make plays.
I wonder if it's like part of just manifesting, just assuming the best. Like, oh, I got to be prepared because this is going to happen, and sort of speaking in that affirmative makes it happen.
Right, yeah, for sure. And I just think us knowing that, okay, if we do well, we can have more fun with your brothers. It just makes everything so much more fun and just so much more rewarding when it does happen, because you plan for it and you expect things to happen. So that means your preparation has to be on point if you really want to be able to go have that fun with the celebrations.
Is there a competition between the offense and the defense as it comes to the celebrations? Are y'all against each other or for each other?
We're with each other, because all the defensive players try and hit the gritty and try and practice that. And now we'll see what the offense might copy us with. But offense obviously gets more opportunities to celebrate. So we got to steal some stuff from them, because they be having some good stuff.
I gotta say, you rocked me with the Brian Flores of it all. Him being the one that's. I'm thinking you're talking celebrations. You're gonna get in trouble of talking about celebrations, because
Coach Flo.
So peel back the curtain on him a little bit, because we should give him some love this morning with what his defense has looked like. Yeah,
I would say Coach Flo. Personally, he's not the. You know how people say Kawhi Leonard is a robot and all. Oh, just boring. They joke around, say he's a fun guy, but Coach Flo is a fun guy, and he's clowning. He roasts people. He's not all super tight. He's business when it's time to be business, but he's a funny dude, and he likes to have fun also. That's his main thing that he preaches to us. None of this matters if we're not having fun. So he's like, as much as I'm serious and tough on you guys, I don't want you guys to ever play tight or act like it's not your defense, because this is our defense. This is your guys' defense, and it's not mine. So you guys better have fun with it. So, yeah, he's obviously a great coach. Everybody knows that. But on top of that, he's just a cool dude overall.
What's the biggest difference he's made on this team?
I would just say the freedom to play. He's really emphasizes that it's your guys' defense. Some stuff he doesn't coach, and some stuff he just gives the older guys really the autonomy to make adjustments and say, I don't care what you guys do. What do you guys want to run here? Or even in training camp when we do like 2-minute drill, he said, okay, he'll give somebody the defense and say, okay, you call this while you guys are in. I want to see how you guys see it. So just having that freedom, knowing that Coach Flo has your back and our defensive staff has our back. If we see something a certain way, we're the guys on the field. So that's the most important. So us playing with that freedom and knowing that, okay, we're just going to play fast. If we make a mistake, somebody else will help cover for you. But just the lack of playing tight and not being nervous to make a mistake is probably the biggest thing that he brings to the table.
We love it, Cam. I'm so happy for you. You're smiley as can be. I just got a couple more questions for you. It came to my attention. I was in traffic. I didn't see the pregame. I didn't see any of it, but we usually have Debo on the show, and he didn't play last night, of course. And my producer, Marissa, is always all over the boombox situation. What is going on with the boombox? So, Marissa, do your thing and ask Cam what you want to ask him.
Where'd this boombox come from? Was this a direct rip from the 49ers? Like, is this some chirping going on?
Let's do it. Tell us the truth.
I don't know what that is. I'm always the last one out of the locker room.
What?
So I didn't even know. This is my first time seeing this video or hearing the speaker, because I'm always the last one out. But
why'd y'all
we've been
do
doing
this?
that we've been doing that for a while. I remember since I remember Pat Pete used to be in charge of the speaker and carrying it and telling them to play some of his songs that he likes. But that's something they do every day, and everybody always gets turned up from the speaker, so they had to do it today or yesterday.
Y'all are having fun. There's freedom. You're smiling this morning, but I know your heart's a little heavy. And with what you talked about with a former colleague of mine, Tom Pelissero, last night, I want you to give, obviously, some love to the Philippines. You've got the flag on your helmet. You've got it on your towel. You love to see it. I know you do a lot of great work, and you love to give back to the Philippines. But I also know that, just from yesterday and things that you've tweeted in the past, that there's a bit of a holdup with your lovely wife over there with her visa. Any updates? What's going on? Who can help you?
Really, anybody that works for the U.S. Immigration Office can help expedite the spousal visa, because we've been going through this process now, trying to get a tourist visa last year, even until really a few weeks ago, she got denied again, just to get her here temporarily for the games while we wait for the spouse visa to get accepted. But it's just a long process, and unfortunately, we had a letter from the president of the Philippines and everything, asking to be granted, but the immigration office didn't really let it in and said, sorry, we can't honor this right now. And so we've been, having trouble. It's been 2 seasons now. She hasn't been able to come to a game and still hasn't been to the States yet, because we're still waiting for that visa. So, if anybody can help, or any connections in the U.S. Immigration Office and the Senator office, anywhere that can help get her I-130 spousal visa expedited, I'll greatly appreciate it. And it would mean the world to me, because I'm not gonna lie, it's tough having my wife in a whole different country, watching the games starting at 2 a.m. for her, and having to stay up, and just the whole thing of having to go through that. I obviously know what I was getting myself into with the whole international thing, and it's gonna be worth it one day, but the quicker it can happen, the more grateful I'll be, for sure.
And true love overcomes all. It's a beautiful sentiment, of course, and I kind of like the idea of her at 2 a.m. standing on her couch, getting to watch you get 2 interceptions off of the golden boy, Brock Purdy, and this Niners team. So I'm sure all of the Philippines was on their couches rooting for you, as we were, of course, last night. It was a brilliant night, a perfect night. Only could be made perfect by, of course, your wife being there. And we're, of course, wishing you the best on that, Cam. And
thank you so much.
Go kick ass this season, because y'all the worst is behind you. Let's go.
Exactly. We went through our gauntlet, and now it's obviously you can't take any team light, but when you look at the schedule, it's the first half of it. We look back and we're like, okay, they played in the NFC Championship, Super Bowl. Like, okay, this has been a tough schedule, but it's been fun being able to compete with the best. So
the question is Kirk the guy? That's going to be everybody's question. Is Kirk the guy?
I think he's been the guy, but we got to support him. The whole team has to do their job, not just rely on Kirk for everything. Defense has to ball, offense has to ball, special teams has to ball, and we'll make something happen.
And now everybody's watching for those celebrations. Keep it coming. Keep the turnovers coming. They'll just come to you now that you're manifesting them. Cam Bynum, thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you're going to get a nap, and I know you didn't sleep like an hour. Go enjoy that. We're going to bring Daniel Jones on after this. No quarterback wants to see Cam Bynum. Daniel Jones might not even be on anymore, because he doesn't want to see Cam Bynum. 2 interceptions under the bright lights of Monday Night Football. Now here he is. Yeah! Our guy, go DJ. And that's our DJ. After this. Fun story. What were you showing me? Sorry.
Kirk chain.
Oh, the Kirk chain?
Yeah. We threw it in.
Okay, so I don't understand. So they do the thing or no? They do the boombox, like other teams do the boombox thing, or it's just a Niners thing?
It's been a Niners thing for the past couple of seasons, and then the Browns did it purposefully to, talk some shit.
That I saw.
Cause that fight.
Yeah, and cause that fight. And
Right,
then
and now-
apparently the Vikings have been doing it. I've never seen that, but that
Can we
was
look it up and see that they have? I wonder. I'm so
yeah,
curious.
that was a fantastic answer.
Guys, we got Shams coming on the show. Apparently NBA starts today. Is that Connell? Come here. Get over here. How you doing, baby? What is it? Whoa, 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 whoa,
You did get a haircut.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa! What is anyone? What
What do you
is?
got going on?
What is this?
Wait,
I'm not hating on it. I love it.
bitter brick, baby.
Looks like a gender reveal.
No, it looks like those. It looks like those the disease. What do you call like the diseases? What do you call the like?
diseases?
No, like when you know what I'm talking about? Like you know what I'm saying. How are you? What are you doing? Are you working on?
Yeah, just finish up show.
How is that? What are you doing for that?
Lying.
Amazing. I don't know. Nobody tells me anything. Nobody tells me anything.
Yeah, lead producing that. It's great.
Great.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it?
They're doing also good with Williams. You gotta give them
I love having them. I don't know much about Lou. Tell me about Lou. Yes, I got you. Yes, traffic. Daniel Jones. Why can't I think of? Yes, I can.
Have a great rest of your shots.
Okay. So we're gonna go come in with Daniel Jones, and then it's a SOT that then I'm talking under a tweet. Hey, whatever this is,
Wait,
I could live
that's not
without my
correct.
whole life. Whatever this is down here.
Wait, tell her.
That's not correct. It's just the bump in.
Oh.
It will be Halloween music, recap, him as Steve
Well, hold on.
Smith, and then the tweet.
SOT.
Sound full.
No.
Yeah, but no talking under it, and then we'll just come to you for the intro once it's done.
But the response tweet, I have to read.
No, it's tied into the
Oh,
end
great.
of the
That's all
tied in.
great. Sounds perfect. I just could do without whatever this is.
Light or
Just
monitor?
no, the monitor of because I can't see program. That's too high for me to really look at.
Okay.
So I'm just seeing myself in this.
Maybe switch those two?
Whatever's under this monitor, I could do without seeing my whole life. This me the whole time.
The Vikings do not.
Talk about Spooktober. Here she is on the camera the whole time. All right, let's do this. Daniel's here. What's like the best costume, your favorite Halloween costume of your life, your young lifetime?
I was Steve Smith one year when I was a kid and growing up in Charlotte. I was a big Panthers fan, a big Steve Smith fan, so I had the helmet, had the shoulder pads, the whole deal.
Does he know this? I know he knows you're a fan of his, but does he know that story?
I don't know if I've told him that one.
There's Steve Smith responds, scary times. All right, if making a connection like that for my next guest isn't the vibe of Spooktober, I don't know what is. He's a starting quarterback for the New York Giants, and somebody just told me that he got a haircut. Is that true, Daniel Jones? Is it true?
I got a haircut. Yeah, I got a haircut. Yep, how's it going?
I was gonna just see where you went with that. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that. Things are good. Things are good. I hope you're good. Okay, I know you stay off the socials. How happy is 9-year-old Daniel Jones right now that Steve Smith's responding to you?
That's pretty cool. I didn't see that. So yeah,
I believe you.
That's cool.
You know, I don't really believe that you're not on social media at all, or like you don't like look at tons of stuff. But then, like, I was watching in a monitor your face watching that clip, and that clip was everywhere last week, and I could just tell that you hadn't seen it. And you're just like, "Well, this is pretty cool. What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's not on social media." What do you got going on this week? Tell the world how you're feeling as usual. Is what we like to start with.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good and getting better. Doing everything I can to get back out there and feeling good. Just trying to do everything the doctors and trainers tell me to do. But I'm feeling better.
Daniel, are you dressing up as a really well media trained quarterback for Halloween?
I try to be that way all the time, but yeah, no, that's not the costume this year.
Are you feeling better than you felt last time I talked to you?
Yeah, I am. I'm feeling better. I'm able to do everything I need to do from a, running, throwing, lifting standpoint. It's mostly a contact thing, like I've said, and, proving that I can handle that. So I'm feeling good and try to just take a step every day.
Love that. You could be a politician for Halloween too. Well done. On Sunday, Tyrod Taylor, who we talked about last time I talked to you, and in the Giants, your Giants pulled out a 14-7 win over the Commanders. You didn't get to play in the game because you're dealing with getting better every day and doing everything that you can to do so. So does that mean that I'm off the hook for watching Kicking and Screaming though, right? Because like you have to be out there and then win and then I watch it, right?
Sure. I don't understand why you're so against Kicking and Screaming. It's a great movie, but yeah, I guess you're off the hook for another
I think
week.
it's more that it's it being your like the movie like that you would say as your big movie. That would be.
It's
I don't
just
know.
it's such a quotable, like good, fun, like I don't know, good movie. I don't understand the issue with Kicking and Screaming.
What's the best quote in Kicking and Screaming?
Pass the ball to the Italians or something like that. I don't know.
Does anybody know what's
there's
going on?
lots of good ones.
Well, say it again. Get me a juice box.
Juice box.
Juice
Give
box.
me a juice box. That's a good one. Juice box boy. Yeah.
Box boy.
I know Icebox, Becky O'Shea from Little Giants.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
ever seen that? Annexation of Puerto Rico. Have you seen that? You've
I
never
think I've
seen the
it
Little
at some point.
Giants? Oh my God.
Maybe I've seen it once, but I can't. I'm not quoting the Little Giants. I don't really remember.
You're
all
the
of it.
quarterback for the Giants, the New York Giants. You've never seen the Little Giants with Icebox Becky?
I'm sure I've seen it at some point, but I don't really remember what happened in the Little Giants.
Have you ever seen like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Homeward Bound, any of the classics? You need an education, Daniel. You need an education.
Yeah, I'm not much of a movie guy. Eli used to get on me big on that because he was a huge movie guy and he was always quoting movies and a lot of those like older movies and stuff, and I wasn't with it.
Aaron
Still not with it.
Rodgers is notorious for quoting like The Big Lebowski, every other word. Like, what is Eli Manning quoting the most?
I don't know if there was one necessarily, but I mean, all those, like, I feel like the like 90s, 2000s movies, those were all like, he was constantly quoting all those and waiting for me to laugh or waiting for me to get it. And I wasn't there with him.
So all I heard from that, here's the headline on WFA. Daniel Jones doesn't listen to Eli Manning, doesn't heed his advice. Eli Manning told him to do something, he didn't do it, because you didn't watch any of those movies.
I didn't watch it. No, I didn't watch it.
What kept you out of the game last week?
I think it was the contact. It was dealing with contact, and I think that's the concern right now. So continue to try to get better and get to the point where the doctors and trainers feel like I'm good to be out there.
So it was the doctors and trainers who were like, no, thank you.
It was, yep.
Yeah. Well, I think it's was it the pain? Was it you? Was it okay? So that's helpful. So we can all help you collectively. What is the hurdle? What is the hurdle that we can sort of think about that you've got to overcome to get on the field ASAP this week?
I think it's passing some of those tests and showing the doctors and trainers what I need to show them for them to feel good about me being out there. So it's just doing that, following their protocols and their plan, their treatment, their rehab stuff, and showing that I'm ready to go. I
love how much love, respect, camaraderie you have for Tyrod Taylor. I think I asked you once a couple weeks ago, or you last week, like, if have you been helping with the game plan? You're like, he's a veteran. He does his thing. And, he's out there doing his thing. What effect does that have on you as a player who, there's nothing you can do, but it's nice that, like, he's out there holding serve, right? Like, does him having success make you feel more comfortable to get better and focus on you? Like, I'm just curious, as a competitor, what effect him having some success out there and holding serve does to you? Yeah,
certainly enjoy watching him play, and he's played well. Made a lot of big plays for us, and a big win for us on Sunday. So I enjoy watching him, watching his success, and know how hard he works and how much he puts into it to play that well. So as a competitor, you want to be on the field and you want to be out there. But happy for him, happy for our team, and it's been fun to watch him play.
I love that. Okay, so Travis and Jason Kelsey, they have a podcast that you don't listen to because you don't listen to anything. It's called New Heights. It's very popular. And there was this funny clip floating around last night that I wanted to just get your take on. Listen to this.
There's something weird with Dippin' Dots that it's only at amusement parks. Like, where have you ever seen Dippin' Dots? I mean, I guess sporting events, I've seen some Dippin' Dots.
I've seen him at Pat Mahomes' garage.
Shut up.
He's got a freezer of Dippin' Dots.
Pat Mahomes has a freezer of Dippin' Dots? What is he, Richie Rich?
Have you? Oh God! Oh, here we go. Have you seen Richie Rich? Oh my God! Oh my God! So Richie Rich is Macaulay Culkin. He's got all these things, and he's got a full-service McDonald's in his mansion, which like sounds cool when you're 9, but like the smell of a McDonald's attached to your house, like on the first floor, no, thank you, that would be terrible. But what is one weird? What's like the lavish? When I saw this, I was just like, that's the best thing. I would have like a churro machine. Like I would have a man or a woman making me churros all day long if I could have that in my house. What is one weird thing that you have at your house? Not weird, but like extravagant or just for you.
That I actually have at my house like that?
Yeah.
Nothing extravagant like that. I mean, I have a dartboard. I just got a dartboard.
Do you have a chef?
I don't have a chef. No, I don't
Daniel,
have a chef.
you are doing this so wrong. You're really, okay, I need to step in here and help you. A chef is like the lowest hanging, you're just going to Jimmy John's every night? What are you doing for food?
I have a meal service. I have someone who prepares meals for me here in New Jersey, and they deliver them through the week. So, I mean, I don't have like a full chef, but I have a meal service. Does that
I would
count?
have a chef who has a bedroom, who's just like there, just like making me whatever I want all the time. What if you could have something? And obviously, it's not like lavish. It's just cool that he has. I mean, I can't even imagine. That probably doesn't cost a lot of money. He's got every flavor of Dippin' Dots in his garage. I think that's smart and clever and amazing. Is there something that you wish you had? I would want like a regulation Papa Shot. Like not like the cheap one you can buy at like a Dick's Sporting Goods. Like the one that's like at the arcade that moves. I would want that one.
A Papa Shot?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Nothing?
I don't know. I mean, maybe a pool table. I'd like to have some more room for a pool table. That was something I was thinking about. But I mean, I don't know. I can't
You
think
know
of
you could get a pool table like you're not going to understand the Big Lebowski reference, but I could have a pool table at your house by 3 p.m. this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't have enough room for a pool table right now with my layout, but.
This is the most revealing interview that we've had with our friend Daniel Jones. Listen, we saw the rookie Jalen Hyatt. Very nice to see him have himself a game. I'm sure you were cheering for him. 2 deep balls, 75 yards, which was nice to see. Let's talk a little Saquon Barkley. And I mean, you can give your love to Jalen. I mean, Saquon Barkley, he opened up those downfield opportunities for your guy, Jalen, to do his thing.
Yeah, Saquon played well. Having him back on the field, means a lot for our group and our offense from what he can do. Obviously, handling the ball, and then in the pass game too with the touchdown. And Jalen had those 2 big plays. His speed and his ability to get behind the defense affects how they have to account for us, how they have to defend us. So it's a big time to see him do that.
They're not going to trade him, are they?
No, I mean, I know he wants to be here, and we love him. He's a huge part of our team.
I mean, Coach Dable, I'm just going to send over some cigars and say, because they're saying we're not going to trade him, but I don't know. That deadline's coming up at us pretty quick here. Are you going to do anything for Halloween, or do children come by your 4x6 room that you live in that can't have a pool table?
I don't get many trick-or-treaters. I'm in an apartment building. But I don't know what. I think they'll, maybe we'll do something as a team, some kind of Halloween celebration. But I don't know. I haven't planned that out yet.
Are you lying? Because I think if I asked Darius Slayton or Sterling Shepard and said Daniel Jones is coming to some Halloween celebration, they'd say, yeah, right, when pigs fly. Come on now.
I've been to the Halloween party. We've done a Halloween party in the past. I've been when we had it.
I don't know if I believe you. But I do know something, that you like country music. And the Country Music Awards, my friend, are coming up in a couple of weeks. Not that you'd know, but they announced their nominees. And your buddy, Zach Bryan, is nominated for Best New Artist. No surprises there. I know you're a fan, but but we got to just roll this back just to have some fun. Let's all enjoy this. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I didn't want to watch that video. I'd never watched it. But that was a good time.
No. That's not my question. That was my question. Who is that guy? Who's that guy?
Same guy who doesn't watch The Big Lebowski.
You are like feeling it.
Yeah.
I would be terrified. To do that. You want stand-up comedy, being Chris Rock for 5 seconds. You can't like tell a knock-knock joke, but you could do that. Who is this guy?
Different setting. Same guy, just different setting.
So alcohol.
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, sure. From one Zach to another. By the way, does Zach? Are you guys like friendly?
No, I wouldn't say we're necessarily friendly. I met him and I've talked to him a little bit, but yeah, I'm a big fan of his and big fan of his music, obviously. But we're not like talking all the time or anything.
I'm imagining he's like, yeah, come out on stage, and like you just like stumbled out there and did your thing, and he's like, get this joker out of here. He's on the mic. You're like, no, like, or did he say, come sing with me?
Well, they asked me if I wanted to do it. I didn't know if I did, and then I went up there. I thought I was just going up there to kind of hang out, and he kept like nodding at me to come over and sing, or come up on the microphone or whatever. But it was a good time, good experience. Not sure I'll ever do it again, but it was fun.
Not until the off season, I'm sure. Now this weekend, another Zach, your buddy Zach Wilson, and the 3-3 Jets. There's a battle for MetLife supremacy here. Okay, so in the spirit of Spooktober, what is scarier, the return of Daniel Jones or Zach Wilson's potential in this game? What do we got? You coming? You playing?
That's the goal. Still working through it, and gotta continue to improve. But yeah, the goal is to play on Sunday and be out there with the guys.
What are you most proud of when you were watching this game last week? And it's got to be different watching it on the sideline. What were you most proud of with your team and how they battled?
I think obviously Tyrod played well. That was fun to see. Darren stepped up and made a lot of big plays for us. It wasn't perfect. I think the second half, we kept battling, kept fighting. I think our defense played great the whole game, and then came up with that huge stop there on fourth down in the low red zone when the game was on the line. So a lot of credit to them, and I thought it was a complete team win. So it was fun to watch.
All right, take care of you. Heal up. We hope you feel better and better every day, which we're happy to hear that you're feeling better this week from when we talked to you last week. And hopefully we see you out there at MetLife. But if not, just get healthy. Get out there.
All right. Thanks, Kay. Appreciate it.
You're so mad at me about showing that clip. The fact that he's like, I've never watched the clip. Daniel Jones is the most fascinating person. Who was that guy?
It's still a mystery.
He was swinging his hands.
I know.
He was doing like a duo. You got to imitate him. Go ahead.
I
You
had
guys
to
have the mic.
Google to make sure that was him, because I was like, that's no way that's him. It says it's him, but that's not him.
I loved every second of that.
I had to research just to make sure.
I loved it. I loved every second of that guy, but he is dressing as a politician / a really, really well-managed, media-savvy
smart.
quarterback.
That was
Yeah.
smart
All right,
man.
we're going to take a short break here. We got Shams on the show coming up. And the Eagles, oh my gosh, this big move from one of my faves, Kevin Byard, joining the Super Bowl bound Eagles and Wemby. Oh, Daniel, we love him. That was great.
That was awesome. The fact he's never watched that clip. He probably got off the stage and was like,
I'm glad he's feeling better. I'm just glad he's feeling
Me
better.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. Thank God. This game will be good this weekend.
I hope he
Calling it
plays.
Jet Life Stadium.
What did he say was the big hurdle? The biggest hurdle? Just like passing tests?
Yeah, they won't clear him for contact.
Yeah. You know, if it was up to him, he'd just be out there.
He definitely wants to be out there.
Poor guy.
He looked good in the practice video. Like,
Yeah.
He's fine.
Agreed.
I gotcha. Okay. Oh, by the way, really quick, just so before, while I remember, I know you have to give me like that tweet needs to be read under. That tweet needed to be read under.
You want her to VO it?
I mean, yeah, because it's just on screen. He's probably this little. Mm-hmm. You needed to say, I don't know why you married those two. I guess I would just like play the thought and then take it full, and I would just read the tweet and say, and Steve Smith responds, because otherwise it's just like music and silence for like 5 seconds, and I couldn't get in there because my mic was cut. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just how I'd want it. Okay, go for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Love that. Great. Amazing. I have a dartboard. I'm dying. Yep, I got you. San Francisco. I have a dartboard. I'm sorry.
That was very...
Him not having a chef is crazy.
Yeah.
It is the first thing I would get. I was going back and forth with Eric about the Dippin' Dots is perfect.
Yeah.
It's because it's so low key and it's nothing you would ever like. It's such an extravagance that you would never. But it doesn't need any maintenance. It's just frozen forever in there.
It can just sit there.
I loved hearing that he had one of those.
Go ahead.
I said go-kart track, like the kid from Blank Check.
Yeah, Blank Check.
Sinbad.
Also played by Macaulay Culkin.
I just want to hang out with Sinbad. Is that an option?
I shot
Forget
with
Sinbad's in that.
It was lit. Yeah.
I forgot he's in
loved
that.
him.
What other movies did I say he hasn't seen?
Little Giants.
Little Giants.
Little Giants that's crazy.
Honey, I
He
Shrunk the
quarterbacks
Kids.
the Giants.
The kick, it's up, it's through! Falcons win it by 3.
Hey, we top of the division. What up? Steelers Nation, what's up? Big win. Dub at home, there ain't no better feeling. Duval.
Big dub.
Big dub. Appreciate the fans. Man, y'all showed up and showed out. Steelers Nation never let us down. Another dub, go House. Good team win. Winning solves everything, let's go.
That's a hell of a job this week, fellas.
Every time we have a win, my dad texts me, he says, that was your best win ever.
Winning is contagious. When you get it in your blood, there's something about it.
Getting this opportunity and being able to go out there and perform, man, I cherish it, dog.
Right from the get, y'all had my back.
Nobody flinched. We just competed. You know what that one took? It took guts, and I'm proud of you. Let's keep doing what we're doing. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
He has a dartboard. Daniel Jones does. There's a dartboard right there. Is that a dartboard? I think it is. It's a Target thing because we've got targets for you to text and say, hey, you up? Want to join my fantasy team? Waiver Wire Tuesday. Let's kick it off with our guy, Kyler Murray. We don't know exactly when he's going to be back yet, but we're hearing he's practicing. We know he can rack up fantasy points on the ground, through the air whenever he gets back. And by the way, if you're playing the long game here, and you always should, he gets the Bears in Week 16 during your playoffs. Cam Bynum. I'm not gonna sleep tonight with you talking about my Bears the way that you did today. At running back, Darrell Henderson, guys. Here's what we did on Sunday. You know, we saw it, and he's going to be the guy. Kyron Williams is out, so we got a ton of volume, close to 20 touches, just a lick under, 66 yards. He scored, which you love to see. That type of volume at this point in the game, very hard to come by on the old waiver wire, so grab him in that tight end. Bang, Dalton Kincaid. Okay, a lot of people dropped him when he got hurt. I was definitely like, well, he's going to be the rookie, or the guy of the year. We love him, or Josh Allen loves him, but you can't tell me he was in the brightest spot. For Buffalo on Sunday, he snagged all 8 of his targets, 8 for 8, 75 yards. And I think that's just the beginning of what he's going to do with this offense, especially with Knox out. So Dalton Kincaid, finally be the kid that we decided you were going to be when we met you this preseason. All right, let's get to it, guys. And we're going to get to, I think, some of the Niners, right? Okay, well, we gave the Vikings their love to start the show, and then we had Cam Bynum on the program, which we loved to see and to hear about him. And he was talking a lot about how prepared he was. And it was a play that he had run in practice leading into that second interception that Brock Purdy, I can't even imagine what's going on in sports media on these shows today about Brock Purdy, what he is, what he isn't, what we buy out of him versus Tua, all of that. But I do want to talk about the Niners side of this because the Bosa thing at the podium is a real thing. And they sort of fumbled every opportunity they had. You cannot fumble in the red zone. You can't miss field goals. You can't give up 60-yard touchdowns under 30 seconds to go in the half. And you can't give up on, 8 that's crazy, 8 third down conversions. You can't throw picks in the fourth quarter and somehow be like, yeah, we should win this game. I don't care how much talent you have. I don't care if everybody was out there. That's not going to win you a game. And it doesn't get easier for them, right? They're on a short week, and they've got this Bengal squad coming off rest at 500. Coming off a bye. I'm not panicking about this. I want to be at this game this weekend, though. Oh, my gosh. I know. Niners, Bengals, oh, my gosh. They got to control the situation in a hurry. Is it Orlando Brown Jr. that's going to do the boombox thing for the Bengals?
He'd be perfect for it.
Him, I'm trying to think. Their nose tackle, perhaps. I feel like he might have a little something to say. By the way, Jamar is totally going to be involved in that. By the way, the Niners' main competition at the top of the NFC also got stronger as well. Marissa doing backflips over this one. The NFL trade deadline a week from today. The Eagles are on it early. They land, just Howie. Howie. All-pro assassin. Oh, he's like the nicest man alive. Assassin. Kevin Byard, okay, in exchange for Edmonds and a couple of late-round picks. This is another power move. I said it before the season. I wanted him to be as aggressive as ever and go all in on this year's team to strike during the window before this new contract for Jalen kicks in. And here's how he's making it happen. Like, the secondary is coming off a strong performance against the Dolphins. It had been truly one of the weaker spots of the team this year, like one of the little things you could point out to. And losing both starting safeties in the offseason, the Eagles rank in the bottom 10 in passing touchdowns allowed and an opponent passer rating. Byard is going to change that, and I think he does it right away. The Julio thing happened. Gronk wasn't for it. I was like, this I love, and this I love immediately. Kevin Byard, all-pro human, first of all, will fit perfectly into the culture of what they're doing, which matters so much. But he is as good and as lethal, and what did you call him, assassin? Howie Roseman? Talk about a ball hawk assassin. That's Kevin Byard. He's as good as what we have in the National Football League. I'm doing a finger wave about it. The 27 interceptions that he's racked up since 2017 are the second most in the NFL over that span. Read that, okay? Figure that out. Do the math on that. He comes down and he hits, okay? He's had 108 tackles last year. He's a leader. I said the culture thing. He was to that Titans defense what Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown were to the offense when the Titans were successful. And if Eagles fans need more reasons to love him, Byard, it's a cute story. He grew up in Philly. You gotta love that, don't you? The 215. He's also the guy that did this to the star. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, rules. Yeah.
I have a feeling, Marissa, is he gonna fit in pretty well?
Oh, he's going to fit in perfectly. That is exactly what every fan wants to do to that star. And him doing it after an interception, chef's kiss.
He's also like the sweetest little, not a little, but like
sweetest
assassin I've ever seen.
Sure King Fall.
He's wonderful. Ball hawk ball for the Eagles. I also have to mention that in the fallout of last night's game, the Seahawks, we gave JSN his love, okay? Yesterday, we gave him an attaboy. The Seahawks are suddenly, a half game back of that NFC West lead. Isn't that interesting? We talked about Jackson Smith and Jigba. He was hurt to start the season. He finally had his breakout game. We know what that does to rookie wide receivers. He'll feel himself. He'll feel more and more confident. We didn't talk about the Seahawks a ton yesterday because I don't want to mess with it. I want them to silently, quietly take care of your business, okay? But this defense has been on another level lately with the return of Bobby Wagner. They've got the emergence of Devin Witherspoon. He's feeling himself. Those two are besties. Kenneth Walker. Can you tell me, is Kenneth Walker not one of the best running backs in the National Football League? He certainly is. And this team's suddenly starting to look like a real threat to some of those top dogs in the NFC. And by the way, this is the week we get to see these beauties hit the field. Oh my gosh, I sent this to the team yesterday. They're going to take on the Browns. I'm not a uni girl, but Warren Moon told us about this at the Derby when I was drinking a $1,000 mint julep, I believe. Yes. I was seeing sideways, but I knew this. Why is Shams taking a picture? Are you doing a selfie? Are you making sure your hairs are in place? Shams is here. Well, we can't show Shams because I can't get up and say hi to Shams. But when you're asking me to get Shams ready, I'm here and I'm trying to figure it out. Don't come over here. Oh boy, here we go. Shams, just stay over there with Marissa. The NBA season's tipping off tonight. We got Shams here. I can't get up, so then it's awkward because I want to and then I can't. So we're just gonna
You gotta be up and at 'em.
Slam dunk. Shams Charania in studio. Okay, let's do this. Hi, Shams.
What's up?
I can't get up. How was the show?
Why
I
can't
don't
you
want to
get
get
up?
makeup on you, honey. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. Tell me about the show.
Show's always good.
What did you guys talk about today? I know. Tell me about Lou. Well, we'll save it for the air, maybe. Tell me about Lou. What do I need to know about Lou?
He's great. Former 76er, 3-time All-Star.
Are you going to lose your spot on our show to Lou?
Who?
Is Lou going to take your spot on my show?
Take him. You need to bring him on. He's great.
Is he?
He's super great.
Wow, Marissa, that was really quick. You just said take him. Shams doesn't want to be on the show. Wow, Shams.
Come on. These are
wow,
special.
Shams.
These are always special.
What are you doing today? You're here all week?
Yeah, I'm here till Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Do you like being in LA?
Huh?
Do you like being in LA?
I mean, LA's always, you can't hate LA,
I don't like it.
I'm Chicago, though.
I know.
I'm Chicago through and through.
I know. I don't know if I could live in Chicago, though.
I didn't get the memo, so you got jeans and a black.
Yeah, I'm a mess today. I'm going to the airport right after this.
New York?
Miami.
This is a tease. What's going on in Miami? An interview?
Like a work thing.
An interview?
Not an interview. An interview, yes.
There's something going on in Miami.
Sure.
Stay tuned,
Mike McDaniel's like, I just think you'd be better at this than me, and so he wants me to coach the Dolphins.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Tweet it out, Shams.
I'm on it.
No, don't do that. Okay, let's do this. I don't know what you want to talk about. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by how little I know about the NBA.
We're talking Giannis. Tonight's games, Lakers, Denver. There's also Phoenix.
When are we going to a game? That's what I want to know. I want to go to a game. I said I want to go to a game with Shams because he's famous.
So
I said that.
I mean, there should be some run it back up and Adams promo night.
When are we going? Where are we going? What's the best place to go?
I mean,
between Chicago. Here's a tough one for you. Between Chicago, Lakers, Clippers.
I would come to New York if you invite me to a game.
You come to which place?
I mean, either or, Garden or Barclays. I think both arenas would.
You call it Barclays?
Isn't that what it's called? Barclays?
No, I know, but I don't know what everybody calls it. The Clays? I've never even heard of that. Which one would be the best place? Conrad! How's working with Conrad?
We stole him. We stole him.
You stole him. That's interesting PR.
We stole Conrad. Listen, I think Conrad's been a great addition.
Conrad, are you dressing Conrad? Conrad, I'm pulling you on the set.
He's absolutely no. I would never dress Conrad. You see his colors. I would never wear that. That's why I said. That's why I saw him. I'm like,
there's no.
Okay,
I don't know what's going on. There's no prompter.
I feel like the lighting on your show is always amazing.
Is there no prompter?
All right, so
why would you turn it off?
Are we going to the Garden?
Gosh, hold on. I don't know what's going on.
We can ad lib. It's okay. Just ask me NBA.
All right, and we're back. Some breaking news here from Shams. Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis agreeing to a 3-year, $186 million max contract extension. That sounds like a lot of money, Shams.
A lot of money, $62 million a year, and he could have had the option to just wait till next summer, but he decided peace of mind, not have to deal with the rumors, because if you go into a year next summer, everyone's going to talk about Giannis's future during the season because he had 1 year left on his deal after this year. Would have a player option. So if he didn't sign an extension now, you play out the season. His future's a question all year, and they're talking about whether he's going to leave or not. But they just got Damian Lillard, and I think as much loyalty as he has to Milwaukee is as much loyalty he's showing to Dame Lillard. He wants to win there, and he proved it.
Did you break this on Run It Back?
Giannis actually broke his own.
Oh, Giannis,
extension.
What are we doing? We can't be doing that.
And then everyone, we had to figure out the terms, full max, player option year 3, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're all for it. Giannis is a unique guy. He did it with his last extension, and he did it last
Tell me
season
about season 2 of Run It Back.
Season 2 of Run It Back. So we're not 3 days anymore. We're 4 days. Wow. And then after the Super Bowl, we're 5 days.
You get that max contract, Shams? You get that? You go over there and negotiate yourself to a 4-day a week show?
No, no.
No? Shams.
Can you teach me how to negotiate?
You're not helping me by doing that.
Can you teach me
Yeah,
how to
I got
negotiate?
you.
All
I
right,
got you.
we'll talk.
Giannis this thing.
All right, well, I don't know about that. You might Giannis this thing. I'm following your
gosh,
steps. So
you're
you
so
let me. You're the queen of FanDuel TV. But what I would say is Luke Williams, new guest for us,
Okay.
new guest host.
Great.
Or co-host for us, Michelle Beadle, Chandler Parsons. We're 4 days a week, 10 a.m. Eastern time. After, I think, in mid-February, we're going to go 5 days a week. So I'm really excited. Luke Williams has been great. He's been around so long. He's played for the Sixers. He's played for the Clippers.
You guys needed to
Rockets,
bring somebody
Lakers.
in to get Chandler to actually not be in Cabo, right? Like, oh, we're going to bring in this guy, so maybe
He's got off. Chandler's got off the ante a little bit, but Chandler's bringing it. You know, he wore shorts today.
I saw that.
Out.
I did see that he wore shorts today. Him wearing pants is just a great. I mean, Michelle Beadle's got him wearing pants to work every
And
day,
Michelle
so she's doing her job.
she's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great quarterback.
We love that. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Because we only have 2 minutes. What should we?
Let's talk about
CP3.
Yeah, we can talk about CP3.
Oh, what do you? No, you do it. What do you want
So
to talk
CP3, I think there is momentum. He could come off the bench tonight. Yeah, I think Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, possibility. You see here, he's on his tippy toes.
What is this?
This is Victor Wembanyama, 7'5", San Antonio Spurs rookie sensation.
Yeah, he's got the wingspan of like a. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be one of one.
The hype is a one. Is he going to meet that hype?
I think so.
I always worry about. He's such a young.
He's got focus though. Like his focus is through the roof. You're right. Anytime you have a young player,
I hate that for him.
19, 20 years old, you worry about the focus. But Chris Paul's one to watch, and then tonight as well, the Phoenix Suns. I'm told likely to be out without Bradley Beal tonight. Likely without Bradley Beal tonight. Devin Booker 50-50 to play, but he's going to try to go tonight. And the Warriors, you know, they're the Warriors with Chris Paul now. Draymond Green will be out tonight.
So we have the Giannis 3-year, $186 million deal. We found out yesterday that Patrick Mahomes has a Dippin' Dots, like that whole thing from the carnivals and stuff, in his house. What should Giannis buy?
Well, Giannis, you know, he's the frugal. He seems like he's the frugal type. You know, he said like everything I wear is for free. You know,
nothing.
I think he's got a lot of money.
What would you buy?
Saving up.
In 20 seconds, what would you buy?
What would I buy?
You had 186 max contract extension to stay
a vacation to Greece and apples and peanut butter.
What? Apples and
I thought you like apples and peanut butter.
I do. I love apples and peanut butter.
All right, there you go.
Shams, what is always happening with you? You are the most awkward interview of my lifetime, always.
Tell us about your
look how
summer.
long these questions are. Look how long these questions are.
You were in
How am I
Greece.
supposed to
Tell us about Greece.
How am I supposed to? What are we doing? Goodbye. You're the best. I was not in Greece. I was in Italy.